Cadets, in this video I would like to explain about Lewis dot structures. Lewis dot structures. Generally, covalent compounds, formation of covalent compounds can be explained by Lewis dot structures. First of all, I would like to introduce what is covalent bond. Covalent bond means sharing of electrons by two atoms is known as covalent bond. Here hydrogen has one electron and chlorine has two electrons. Chlorine has 7 electrons in its outermost orbit and hydrogen has one electron in its outermost orbit. Here hydrogen needs one electron to get stability. That means hydrogen, to get helium configuration, hydrogen needs one electron. Similarly, chlorine also needs one electron to get argon configuration, stable configuration. Therefore, these two atoms shares one electron each. That means this electron given by hydrogen atom provided by hydrogen atom, and this electron of chlorine atom, this electron provided by chlorine atom to hydrogen atom, and these two electrons shared by these two atoms to form a covalent bond. A covalent bond. Therefore, around this hydrogen two electrons. This is nothing but Lewis dot structure. Lewis dot structure of HCl. Here, except the hydrogen atom, remaining all elements should get 8 electrons in its outermost orbit. If hydrogen gets 2 electrons in its outermost orbit, then it is more stable. Therefore, here hydrogen got 2 electrons in its outermost orbit. Here see, hydrogen got 2 electrons in its valency and chlorine got 8 electrons in its valency. Therefore, here Lewis dot structure depends upon the octet rule. Octet rule means each and every element in a molecule should get 8 electrons in its valency shell. Therefore, here HCl got, in HCl hydrogen got 2 electrons. That means hydrogen anyway, if it get 2 electrons, it will get stable configuration of helium. And chlorine got 8 electrons in its outermost orbit. Therefore, it is more stable. Therefore, this is called Lewis dot structure of HCl. For example, if we want to explain about Lewis dot structure of CO2, carbon dioxide. To write the Lewis dot structure of carbon dioxide, first of all, we should know the total number of valence electrons in carbon and oxygen. Here in CO2, 1 carbon plus 2 oxygen atoms are there. Therefore, this carbon has 4 electrons in its outermost orbit, oxygen has 6 electrons and another oxygen has 6 electrons. The total number of valence electrons is equal to 16 electrons. That means 16 electrons are there in the outermost orbit. We can say tell valence electrons in CO2 is 16 electrons. 16 electrons. Valency of carbon, number of valence electrons of carbon 4. That means carbon electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. That means first orbit it has 2 electrons. In second orbit it has 4 electrons. 2 plus 2, 4 electrons. Therefore, number of valence electrons 4 in this case of carbon. In case of oxygen, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. That means it has 2 electrons in first orbit, second orbit 2 plus 4, 6 electrons. Therefore, number of valence electrons in oxygen 6 electrons. And in another oxygen also 6 electrons. Therefore, the total number of valence electrons in CO2 16. This is the first step. First step, we should have to calculate total number of valence electrons in this molecule. In CO2 molecule, the total number of valence electrons 16. Second step is draw the skeletal structure. I will draw the skeletal structure of CO2 is like this: 2 oxygen atoms and 1 carbon. While writing the skeletal structure, first of all you have to identify the central atom. This should be central atom. These two are surrounding atoms. So we can consider this is central atom. These two are surrounding atoms. Therefore, central atom is written here. These two are surrounding atoms. Next, this is the skeletal structure proposed for carbon dioxide. Now you have to distribute 16 electrons. First and foremost, we have to give 2 electrons. We have to keep 2 electrons in between atoms. Here carbon and oxygen, you have to make one linkage by keeping 2 electrons. Here also 2 electrons. That means here these 2 atoms and these 2 atoms linked by covalent bond. That means here 1, 2, 3, 4 electrons are used. Out of 16, 4 electrons are used. 16 minus 4, that is equal to 12 electrons. Still 12 electrons are required to fill here. 12 electrons. Now I will fill 12 electrons around the oxygen and oxygen. First, after that, if any left, I will come to carbon. Because more electron, these two are more electronegative atoms. Therefore, here 12 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 electrons over. The 12 electrons completed. Therefore, total number of electrons. Now, here each dot can be considered as an electron. The total number of electrons here is equal to 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 electrons are there in the CO2. Now, if you see around this oxygen, 8 electrons are there. Around this oxygen also 8 electrons are there. But around the carbon, it has 4 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4 electrons only. But according to octet rule, each and every element should get 8 electrons. But carbon has short of 4 electrons. Less of 4 electrons. That means here you have to adjust by taking these electron pairs in between carbon and oxygen to make 8 electrons around this carbon. First, here you see, this is the structure initially. This is the arrangement of electrons around it initially we proposed. But carbon has less number of electrons now. That's why I will bring these 2 electrons, this pair of electrons in between these 2. Okay? Then now around this carbon, how many? 6 electrons only. Therefore still it needs 2 more electrons. That's why I'll bring 2 more electrons from this oxygen. I'll put it here. Therefore now here this oxygen and carbon and this oxygen got 8 electrons in its outermost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Around this oxygen 8 electrons. Around this carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Around this carbon. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electrons. Therefore here C double bond O, double bond O, this is the Lewis dot structure of CO2. This is the Lewis dot structure of CO2. You can write in this way or this way. Lewis dot structure of. Here, these electrons are called bonded pair of electrons. Bonded electrons. Bonded pair of electrons. Bonded pair of electrons means this pair of electron attracted by this oxygen and carbon. Two elements. Here, this carbon and oxygen. These 4 electrons attracted by carbon and oxygen. But this pair of electrons This pair and this pair and this pair. This pair are called lone pair of electrons. Lone pairs. Okay. Therefore, this is the Lewis dot structure of CO2. CO2. Huh?
Start.
Now, I would like to explain about the Lewis dot structure of CO, carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide. In carbon monoxide, the number of valence electrons, first step number of valence electrons. Here in carbon 4 and in oxygen 6 electrons are there. Total number of electrons 10 electrons. 10 electrons you have to fill. The skeletal structure of carbon monoxide is CO. Carbon monoxide. Here first you have to keep 2 electrons here because you have to make one bond. The remaining electrons, 10 electrons are there now. Remaining electron, 2 electrons over, still 8 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Around this oxygen over, 7, 8 electrons. Total 10 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 electrons filled in between carbon and oxygen. Carbon monoxide. Now you have to make 8 electrons around the carbon and around oxygen. Here now around this carbon only 4 electrons, around this oxygen 8 electrons are there. To get here around to get 8 electrons around the carbon, we have to bring 2 electrons from here. Okay. Still this carbon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrons only. This pair of electrons also we have to bring it here. Okay. Therefore, this is the structure of C triple bond O. This is the Lewis dot structure of carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide. Lewis dot structure of carbon monoxide. Here around this carbon, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electrons. Around this oxygen also 8 electrons present. Therefore, this is about carbon monoxide. Next. Next one is Lewis dot structure of sulfur dioxide, SO2, sulfur dioxide, sulfur dioxide. Here sulfur has 6 electrons in its outermost orbit because its electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p4. Therefore, this is the outermost orbit. Total number of electrons in the outermost orbit 6. Each oxygen 6 electrons, 6 plus 6, total 8, 3, 6 are how much? 18. 18 electrons are there in the outermost, in the valence shell of CO2. These 18 electrons you have to fill in CO2. First, we have to write the skeletal structure. Before writing skeletal structure, you have to identify the central atom. This is the central atom. Sulfur is the central atom. These two are surrounding atom. Therefore, sulfur surrounding atom. These two we have to keep it here. Okay. Now 18 electrons you have to fill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 electrons. 18 electrons. Around this oxygen 8 electrons are there. Around this oxygen 8 electrons are there. Around this sulfur only 6 electrons are there. You can bring this pair of electron or this pair of electron from this oxygen or from this oxygen. You can make sulfur dioxide molecule. That means, yes, if you bring this pair of electron here, O, if you this is what? Lewis dot structure of sulfur dioxide. There are two possible structures. If you bring this electron pair here, then the possible structure is this is the possible structure of sulfur dioxide. Okay, this is about sulfur dioxide, structure of sulfur dioxide. Structure of sulfur dioxide. Actually, sulfur dioxide structure can be written as S double bond O, single bond O. That means pair of electrons. Okay, this is the structure. Or yes. This is the probable structure for SO2. Okay, this is about Lewis dot structure of SO2. Actually, its structure should be angular. Okay, in this angular, but here in this angular structure, this angular structure can be explained by Vesper theory. Next topic I will explain why it is angular CO2, why it is linear, and CO2 is linear and SO2 is angular. I will explain this one in Vesper theory. First, this is the Lewis dot structure of SO2, sulfur dioxide. Now I will explain about Lewis dot structure of SO3, sulfur trioxide. In this sulfur trioxide, number of valence electrons, sulfur 6 electrons plus 3 oxygen atoms, 6 electrons each. Total number of electrons 24 electrons. 24 electrons, valence electrons. Now the skeletal structure. Here sulfur is central atom and 3 oxygen atoms around it. Okay, 3 atoms. First you keep a single bonds between sulfur and oxygen. This is compulsory. First you have to make these bonds. Okay. Next one is 24 electrons you have to fill. Already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrons over. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Total, this is the proposed structure. Next one is here around this oxygen 6 electrons are there, 8 electrons are there, but around this sulfur only 6 electrons are there. Around this sulfur 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrons. Here 2, here 2, here 2, 6 electrons. In order to get the 8 electrons in sulfur, you can bring this pair of electron here, or this electron here, and this electron here. That means 3 resonance structures you will get. Therefore, I will write only one structure. If you bring this structure, then what will happen? Then it becomes this. That means all the elements will get. This is the Lewis dot structure of SO3. The actual structure of SO3 is S double bond O, double bond O, double bond O. Right now we cannot explain this structure of SO3 in this way. We cannot explain by using this Lewis dot structure. Okay, this can be explained by valency bond theory. Valency bond theory we can explain it. Valency bond theory and hybridization. By hybridization theory we can explain this structure. We'll discuss in later. Okay, this is the Lewis dot structure of SO3.
Start.
Now the Lewis dot structure of O3, ozone, O3. The number of valence electrons in O3 is 6 plus 6 plus 6, 6 oxygen atoms, 18 electrons. Therefore, the skeletal structure for O3 can be written as like this: central atom, 1 oxygen, right? Then 18 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 electrons. you can bring one electron pair here. Then this is the Lewis dot structure of O3. This is the Lewis dot structure of O3. O3 also angular. Its structure is O. Actually, this is angular. Why it is angular? I will explain it in Vesper theory. Next one is Lewis dot structure of CH4 methane. CH4 methane. Here carbon, number of electrons in carbon 4, hydrogen, each hydrogen 1, 4 plus 4, 8 electrons. Therefore here central atom is carbon, 4 hydrogen atoms are surrounding atoms. Okay, here you have to arrange 8 electrons. First of all you have to arrange it here. Therefore, around this carbon 8 electrons are there. Around this hydrogen 2 electrons. If hydrogen gets 2 electrons, that is enough for hydrogen atom to get stability. This is the Lewis dot structure of CH4. Lewis dot structure of CH4. Next one, Lewis dot structures of negative ions. Negative ions means, for example, NO3 minus. Lewis dot structure of NO3 minus. NO3 minus. Nitrogen valency 5 electrons, 6 oxygen atoms. Sorry, 3 oxygen atoms. 6 plus 6 plus 6, and one more minus is there now. That means it represents one extra electron. That means plus 1 electron. If it is plus, you have to write minus 1 because one less electron means minus 1. Here these are electrons. 5 electrons, outermost electrons in nitrogen, 6 electrons in each oxygen, and one more electron. These negative electrons have negative charge now. That means one more plus electron is there, one electron extra is there. Therefore, this is total number of electrons, 24 electrons. 24 electrons. These 24 electrons you have to distribute in the NO3 minus. Here nitrogen is central atom and 3 oxygen atoms can be written like this. Okay, you have to arrange the 24 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 electrons. 24 electrons. Now this nitrogen has to get 8 electrons in its outermost orbit. In order to get 8 electrons, you have to bring one electron pair from here, or from here, or from here. Okay. If you bring electron from here, then this will be the structure. Therefore, the total one is minus. During formal charges, explaining formal charges, we can write which one get negative, which one get positive also. Next topic is that one only, formal charges. Now, it can be written as N double bond O This is the Lewis dot structure of NO3 minus. NO3 minus. And another one is Lewis dot structure of SO4 2 minus. SO4 2 minus. In this SO4 2 minus, sulfur has 6 electrons. Plus each oxygen 6 electrons, 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 more electrons are there. Minus 2 means 2 more electrons are there. total number of electrons 32. 32 electrons you have to fill. Yes. Surrounding atom and 4 oxygen atoms you have to write around this sulfur. We can arrange in this way, and you have to arrange 32 electrons. First and foremost, you have to keep 2 electrons in between each and every element. Next one, remaining 32 now. 32 electrons, 8 electrons over 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. This is the Lewis dot structure of SO4 2 minus sulfate ion. Around this 8 electrons, 8 electrons, 8 electrons, 8 electrons. Therefore, 2 minus. Otherwise, the actual Lewis dot structure of SO4 2 minus is this will be explained later by Lewis dot structure. But up to till now what we have learned, you can write this Lewis dot structure in this way. Okay, this is about SO3. Now I would like to explain about formal charges. Formal charges is equal to formal charge of an atom in a molecule is equal to number of valence electrons of an atom minus number of lone pair of electrons minus half into number of bonded pair of electrons. For example, formal charges of carbon, oxygen, carbon and oxygen in CO2. CO2 we already discussed about the CO2, what is that Lewis dot structures. In CO2, carbon 4 electrons, 4 plus 6 plus 6, that is equal to 16 electrons. These 16 electrons we have arranged in this way. By using Lewis dot structures, we arranged these 16 electrons like this. Now we have to write the formal charge of this first oxygen atom. See, first oxygen atom, formal charge of oxygen 1. Here number of valence electrons in oxygen. Actually oxygen has how many valence electrons? 6 electrons. That is normal. Oxygen has 6 electrons. Minus number of lone pair of electrons. Here lone pairs 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 lone pairs. Total number of electrons of lone pairs 1, 2, 3, 4 electrons. Minus 4. And number of bonded pair of electrons. These are bonded pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 electrons are there. Minus half into 4. That equals to 0. Therefore, formal charge of this oxygen is 0 here. Next one, this oxygen also almost 0 only. Same way, same it is there now. Formal charge of oxygen 2 is equal to 6 minus 4 minus half into 4. That is equal to 0. Okay. Now the formal charge of carbon. Formal charge of carbon is equal to, here all are bonded pairs only. Number of valence electrons in carbon 4 only. 4 minus, there is no lone pair, 0 minus half into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. That is equal to 0. All the elements will have formal charges 0 only. Formal charge of O3, ozone, O3. In this O3, the structure will be total number of valence electrons 18 na? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 electrons. Okay, 18 electrons around this. This is the formal charge we have written here. Consider this is the first oxygen atom, this is second oxygen atom, this is third oxygen atom. Now the formal charges of first oxygen atom. First oxygen atom formal charge. Formal charge of oxygen 1 is equal to valency, number of valence electrons in oxygen. Oxygen valency how much? 6 electrons. Number of valence electrons 6 in oxygen atom. Next one is minus lone pair of electrons. These 1, 2, 3. These 3 are called lone pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 minus half into bonded pair of electrons. 1, 2. These 2 electrons are bonded pair of electrons. Therefore 2. That is equal to 6 minus 6. That is equal to 1. That is minus 1. Therefore formal charge of this oxygen is equal to minus 1. This oxygen minus 1. Next, second oxygen atom. Formal charge of second oxygen atom. Second oxygen atom. Formal charge of oxygen 2 is equal to 6 minus the number of valence electrons. Lone pair of electrons 2 only. One lone pair only, therefore 2 electrons. Minus half into bonded pair of electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrons. 6. Therefore, that is equal to 6, 5. That is equal to plus 1. Therefore, formal charge of this one is plus 1. This oxygen is plus 1. Next, formal charge of this oxygen is equal to formal charge of this. Formal charge of third oxygen atom. Oxygen 3 is equal to 6 minus number of valence electrons minus lone pair of electron 1, 2, 3, 4 minus bonded pair of electron 1, 2, 3, 4 electrons. That means half into 4. That is equal to 0. Therefore, formal charge of this oxygen is 0. Okay, this is about formal charges of O3. Next, formal charges of elements in NO3 minus. NO3 minus. NO3 minus total number of electrons 5 plus 6 plus 24 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 electrons. Therefore, one pair of electrons we can keep it here. Therefore, consider this is the first oxygen atom. This is first, second, third oxygen atom. First and second oxygen atom number of lone pairs all these are same only. Therefore, formal charges of oxygen 1 and 2 is equal to 1 and 2 same only. Therefore, 6 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lone pairs 6 lone pair of electrons 6 into half in minus half into minus half into 1. That is equal to how much? Minus 1. Therefore, this electron minus 1, this electron minus 1. Formal charge of this one. Formal charge of oxygen 3 is equal to 6 minus 1, 2, 3, 4 electrons minus 1, 2, 3, 4 electrons half into 4. That is equal to 0. Formal charge of nitrogen is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bonded pairs. 5 minus half into 8. Lone pair is not there. 0. Therefore, 5 into half into 8. That is equal to plus 1. Therefore, here formal charge is plus 1. Therefore, this is the formal charge of NO3 nitrogen. NO3 minus formal charges.